Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our series called Strike a Balance. And yes, we are now on part three, and we have learned about number one, prioritize, and number two, organize. And right now, we will learn about routine. So that's the third part. Kindly remember all those three. So once again, I'm Chaplain Jazel May M. Diaz. You can call me Chap Jazel. If you have inquiries, if you have for consultation, or do you want if you want counseling regarding this topic that we had, you can contact me or send me a message through Messenger. I'm always available for every one of you guys. So why strike a balance? We learned that we want to strike a balance because we want to be productive. That's the first one. And then we also want to be efficient. So as you have your school life in AUP, it's very important to be productive and also efficient. So we can reach our goals in this school year, and of course to also maximize the resources that we have. That's efficiency. And also we learned about prioritize, right? So how to prioritize, number one is put God first, and it is found in Matthew 6:33 to 34. And others will follow. Remember that. So how to prioritize, put God first, and others will follow. So practical steps on prioritizing is number one, commune and pray to God first. Number two, commit everything you'll do. And then number three, confide to God's purpose. This is also related to our topic right now, which is routine. So in your routine, you also put there, you prioritize there communing and praying to God first. And then, everything goes on following it. And we also learned about organize, right? So how to organize, there are four things you need to remember. Number one is plan ahead. Remember, I've shared to you about life plan. So that's a big picture of your life, planning a big picture of your life. But you can also plan daily and for the weekly or monthly, or maybe a plan also for just a semester or a plan for a year. You can do that. So plan ahead. And then number two, you also count the cost. You make sure that you have the resources for that. And then number three, delegate. So learn to delegate. It's very important principle that we can use. And also number four, tidy up. Okay, make sure that all the things you can see around you is tidy or organized and orderly. And with that, you can think more clearly and be more productive and efficient. Why not? So those are the things about organize. And yes, you would like to remember this coming from the Bible, that when the time comes, God would tell us that, well done, good and faithful servant. Because even in these little things, you are faithful. You are found faithful. So well done, good and faithful servant. For now, what we are about to learn is there is a time for everything, and that is found in Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verses 1 onwards. So for everything, there is a season and a time for every matter under heaven. A time to be born and a time to die, a time to plant and a time to pluck up what is planted, a time to kill and a time to heal, a time to break down and a time to build up, a time to weep and a time to laugh, a time to mourn and a time to dance, a time to cast away stones and a time to gather stones together. So in short, we can have what we call routines. So because there is a time for everything, and we want to put time for everything also. Okay, so let's move on with this one. If you know John C. Maxwell, he's one of the well-known author on leadership, and he said the secret to your success is found in your daily routine. Imagine, maybe John Maxwell will visit you and try to see, oh, what are your routine, and then he can know whether you'll be successful or not. So again, the secret to your success is found in your daily routine. So unstructured time can lead to boredom. Have you experienced that one? And increase the risk of returning to old, unhealthy, and risky patterns. So what if you don't have routines? Uh, Possible is that since you don't have a structured time, or what we call routine, You can be bored, and then you will say, oh, I don't have anything to do. What else can I do? Something like that. So you keep on thinking, and it seems like you're not using your time wisely or being efficient in your time. So, but structured routines, so if you have routines, it helps you feel more in control. Oh, this is the next thing that I should do. Oh, it says here I must do this one. So it makes you feel more in control, and then give you a sense of having taken responsibility for making positive changes. Of course, because when you make routines, you put their good things, right? So you are also making positive changes in your life, and they help you build confidence. So why do we need routines? I give you some reasons here. Number one, it makes us more efficient. And yes, that is our goal, right? In striking a balance to be efficient. So when we have routines, it makes us more efficient, meaning we save our time, we save our resources. Number two, it reduces our need to plan. Sometimes it's hard to plan, right? As in, you plan every day, that's quite hard. But then when you have routines, it lessens the need to plan. It saves time, and that is our most valuable resource. It instills good habits and breaks bad habits. Do you believe so? Because, right, as you write your routine, you put there the good things that you need or you want to do, right? So bad habits, uh, they are set aside. And then it helps us become more proficient. What is proficient? What if you are doing this from time to time, and then you became professional on it and efficient at the same time? So you're becoming skillful to something you keep on doing because it's part of your routine. For example, for me, I keep on doing this, making sermons, making videos and lectures online. So later on, I'll be proficient on it. I mean, very skillful on it because I keep on doing it. It's part of my daily routine. What else? It helps us get the most important task done. So when we have routine, we make sure that the most important things are being done. So it builds self-confidence also at the same time because, oh, we know what to do next. Or we're ready for the next thing. So it builds us the self-confidence. And of course, this is what we need right now. It helps reduce stress and facilitate relaxation. You know what? When you have routine, you don't think too much, you just follow it, and then you can also put there a time to rest, a time to take a nap. Yeah, and also especially at the night time, you can put there at 10 p.m. I'm already sleeping. Before, when I was staying in a dorm, when I was fourth year college, I make sure that at maybe 12:30 to 1, I'm taking a nap. And it's regular. I do that every day, every day. And then at 9 o'clock, I'm already asleep. 9 o'clock in the evening. So it helps me to really reduce stress and facilitate relaxation, my routines. So there are examples coming from the Bible. Let us learn from Daniel in Daniel 6:10. When Daniel knew that the document had been signed, so this document is about you should only pray to the king, not to any other god. He went to his house, for he had windows in his upper chamber open toward Jerusalem. He got down on his knees 3 times a day and prayed and gave thanks before his God as he had done previously. Now, Daniel knows what to prioritize. Daniel knows what's the most important thing in life, and that is to put God first. And he put that in his routine. He makes sure that every day he do that 3 times a day. He prayed and gave thanks before his God. And even though there's a command to not do it, he keeps on doing it because he knows what's important. And yeah, that's part of his routine and he is used to it already. So what if there's a routine in our lives and we put there or we do we put there the thing that is very necessary and important. We have a habit already. So whatever happens to us, whether we are in the mountains or whether we're outside our house, since it's part of our routine, we keep on doing it. And that's very good, especially if our routine is to find time with Jesus in the morning to have devotional and journaling and reflection and the rest and prayer. That's a very good routine and habit, just like Daniel. Next, another example is Jesus himself. Luke 4:16, and he came to Nazareth, where he had been brought up, and as was his custom. So custom means what he always do. He went to the synagogue on the Sabbath day and he stood up to read. That's a very beautiful routine. And that is where we can find rest weekly, the Sabbath rest. And yeah, if you know our Sabbath school lesson, every Sabbath we're talking about Sabbath and we're talking about rest, and we can see how important it is in our lives. And so Jesus also had that custom or had that routine that every Sabbath he will go to the synagogue and stood up to read the scriptures. And another one is also in Acts 17, verse 2. Here is Paul, and Paul went in as was his custom, and 3 Sabbaths days he reasoned with them from the scriptures. So the same thing as Jesus did is Paul is doing that also. So why not us? If Jesus, Paul set us these examples, why not us do the same thing and put this as part of our routine? And we will see how we will be blessed by this. So tips to create routines. Here we go. First is make a list. In your list, put everything that you want to do. For example, you also want to learn guitar or kalimba or any instrument. You put it there also. So try to make a list, putting everything you want to do in your life as of now, and then determine your priorities. So for example, with all the list that I have, what is the first thing I want to do or I want to the most priority, the one I want to prioritize. So maybe you can put numbers on it, 1, 2, 3, and then so on and so forth. And then be detailed to your routine. For example, as part of your health routine, you also need to drink water. So you can also put that drinking time or drink water, time for drinking water, something like that. And yeah, exercise is also very important to put there also exercise. What else could be detailed in your routine? So think of something and then allow yourself to rest. So make sure that you put there nap time and then sleeping time, which is hopefully 6 to 8 hours of sleep, and then ease into it but be disciplined. So you can be relaxed into it, but then make sure at the end of the day that you're disciplined in following or doing your routine. So here is a chart of how to plan your routine. Just like I said earlier, write some things you want to be part of your routine. And then here's one important point: what gets in the way of you accomplishing your goals or tasks? So if there are things that is hindering you to accomplish this one, you need to write them down. And then after writing them down, what are things you can do to address these barriers that you wrote? So try to make also solutions about those barriers. For example, one barrier is that you will wake up late. Yeah, you woke up late. So what can you do to address that one? Maybe you'll have alarm clock. And then what if you're not waking through alarm clocks? Maybe you can try to wash your face so you can wake up or wake yourself at the time you want to wake up. Yeah, that's one thing also. So try to write down what are the barriers and then what are the some solutions to that barriers in doing your routine. No? And then yeah, you can put down your activity and then support. And then another beautiful thing about here is that how can you reward yourself for successfully making new things part of your routine? You can also put ways on how to reward yourself. Why not? That will boost you, right, to keep on doing it. And online, we have free schedule templates that you can use. So try them. Number one is Microsoft Office Daily Schedule. This one is very detailed and it's in Excel form. So it's easy to use. So check that out. Microsoft Office. Just type it in the internet. Daily Schedule. There's another one also called Daily Planner Templates from Canva. If you know Canva, there's a lot of templates there that are so beautiful, and it seems like it's hard to choose what template you can use. But if you have a beautiful template, it encourages you to look at it again and then to follow it. So why not? So daily planner templates from Canva, you can try that one. You can also try daily planners from On Planners, ON and then planners. You just type in there in the internet and then you will see a lot of options there and you will enjoy. And then number 4, Vertex 24 daily schedule templates. There's a lot of templates there that you can use and they're free. Okay, so why not? Sometimes we don't want the writing thing, so we can digitalize everything. Just download this templates and then make your schedule or routine. So I also tried to make one for myself, but the one on here is last semester, but I have a different schedule for this semester starting August since I have classes. So to point out, the most important thing is number one, I should wake up at 5 a.m. and then to have my morning devotional and journaling. That's one thing very important in my life, to do writing or journaling. It helps me grow spiritually. So yeah, try to think of things that helps you grow spiritually. Maybe I could also put here singing or listening to music because it draws me closer to Jesus. So why not? You can put that in your in a part of your morning. And then after that, yeah, as a journal, I also need to list down the things I need to do for that day. So that's part of my work hours. So after journaling, I prepare for myself taking a bath, having breakfast, and then I need to take care of my kids first, giving them some lessons from the Bible, and after which I can go on my working hours, and then lunchtime, and then work hours again, and then spend time with the kids outside, yeah, and then dinner, and then worship time, and then yeah, sleeping time or yeah, rest time. So you can do that. You can make your own daily schedule and you'll see that, oh, I have time for rest also. I have time for work and I even have extra time to do what I love to do. For example, I have extra time for Sabbath afternoon. Then I could do something like the things I want to do for my self growth, and that is yeah, writing. Keep on writing and reading and reading. So I can do that because I did a routine and I've seen that, oh, I have time for this here. I just need to be faithful or be compliant with my routine. So I hope it helps you. It helps you to accomplish a lot. So don't be afraid to mess up because sometimes we do really mess up. Just start, okay? So remember also Philippians 4:13 that I can do all things through Christ which strengtheneth me. When we have Christ in our lives, there's nothing impossible. We can do all things through him because he is giving us strength from time to time. And so be steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord, for as much as ye know that your labor is not in vain in the Lord. 1 Corinthians 15 verse 58. So all the things that we're doing, yeah, we do that all for the Lord, and we know that all our labor is not in vain because He always sees every detail of our lives and He is there for us. So, God bless you all. I hope you have learned a lot about our series Strike a Balance. I hope that it keeps your life going better. And also to remind you, in AUP, we have what we call AUP Residential Life Care Plan, or for the off-campus, we call it AUP Student Life Care Plan. And that is a checklist on the things that you need to do. For example, eating meals, drinking water, having exercise. So if you have done those things, so that care plan is a checklist. You just need to check them. If and it also counts how many hours did you sleep. So you write it there. How many hours did you sleep? And of course, it also counts whether you attended worships or you had your personal devotion. If yes, then you just check it. If you had attended Sabbath worships, and then just check it, right? So it helps you. It reminds you of, yeah, the important things in living a balanced lifestyle. So thank you everyone for joining in this series. God bless you all, and see you again to our next month series this September. God bless.